Your Minnesota Fighting Vikings are looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis, 5-1, leading the NFC North division, the largest division lead of any division leader in the National Football League. Coming off the bye, healthy, knocking on all the wood, tan, rested, ready to go. But it's very important because there seems to be a lot of football left to play, and it's very easy to rest on your laurels, get complacent, feel a little bit high and mighty about yourselves, like, who the man? We the man. No, there's still a lot of work to be put in, and head coach Kevin O'Connell has a unique situation where it's like, hey, first time head coach, first time off the bye, and we're having success early, but how do we sustain it? How do we keep this locker room together, not feel so full of ourselves, and continue to work and continue to get better? And he addressed the local media jackals on Wednesday talking about it. So this is what he said. Will Raggett, Sports Illustrated. Go. Kevin O'Connell, 5-1 is a great start, but that means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Good God, y'all. Each and every Sunday that we get opportunities to go out, go play from here on out. The urgency is as high as it's ever been, and will continue to grow as our team continues to solidify what we are. We got to prove it every single week. And also, looking back at the games, I mean, it's hard to feel high and mighty about yourself. And yes, a win is a win is a win, but I mean, these fights were scraps, man. And especially, I mean, the Lions, Saints, and the Bears game should not have been as close as they probably should have been, as they probably were. Same thing with the Dolphins game. But it was late game heroics, game-winning drives by Kirk Cousins on the offense. Lions, Saints, Bears, Dolphins getting it done. Dalvin Cook calling game. So it would be different. Like, say the Vikings were 6-0 and they've won every single game by 30. Like then I think that you can have high and mighty feelings about yourself. But these players, I mean, a month plus ago, they got humbled in Philly on Monday Night Football in front of everyone, national television. And these last 4 games, yes, 4 wins in a row is fantastic. Kirk Cousins is wearing the chains and all that stuff, but they haven't been overly impressive. And we haven't seen a complete game from this team. And we're just waiting for it, man. Because once this team clicks on all cylinders, where the offense is great, the defense is great, and teams is phenomenal, I mean, the sky is the limit. I think it's not hyperbole and it's not purple-colored glasses. This team, once Kevin O'Connell has this team where he wants it to be, will be one of the best in the National Football League. And that's got to make you feel good, man. Make me feel good. Better than Nathaniel Hackett. Glad he didn't get here. And then Seifert pointed out, thought this was interesting from Kevin O'Connell today on Patrick Peterson. Quote, I'd like to see him, and we're going to go ahead and green light him to maybe get up and be more competitive at the line of scrimmage, just because he's got that skill set and experience doing that. Ooh. Now, I don't read that to say he's going to be man-to-man against Nuke Hopkins, his former teammate in Arizona on Sunday. I don't see that because the problem with Patrick Peterson his last couple years in Arizona was they still left him on an island like he was Patrick Peterson from 2011, which is just not the case anymore. He is phenomenal in zone. He's had some really good success so far in the zone defense. Dontel playing a lot more zone than Zimmer did, but I want to see more aggression, and hopefully him just talking about Peterson means cornerbacks in general. Like, I want to see Cameron Tiny Dantzler. I want to see Booth when he's in. I want to see Evans when he's in. I want to see Shondown when he's in. I want to see them up on the line of scrimmage, like a yard off the receiver, and just like getting all up in there. It's like, hey, if you make a mistake, whatever. It happens, man. But sitting back and death by 1,000 cuts is still death, right? So yeah, I just want to see more press man across the board, just being aggressive and giving your pass rush a chance, because a good pass rush will make a good secondary, but a good secondary will also make a good pass rush where, hey, if receivers aren't open right away, which they are a lot of times when you're 7, 8, 9 yards off the receiver and you're dropping into soft zone, I mean, that half second, that 3/4 second additional, or the quarterback has step up for the pass rush, I mean, that can make the difference between a sack and a 40-yard completion. All right, so there's that. And then Patrick Peterson, speaking of leadership, Alec Lewis, The Athletic, thought it was very telling. Seifert ESPN asked Kevin O'Connell about Patrick Peterson's leadership, and Kevin O'Connell said Peterson sent him a text this morning asking to get all the leaders together to talk about minor details ahead of Sunday and post-bye. So this team this team is a weird dichotomy because it is a young core, but also there's a lot of great veteran leadership. You look at Harrison, you look at Kendricks, you look at Patrick Peterson, you look at Thielen, you look at Kirk Cousins and others, right? So I love what Patrick Peterson is doing. He's teaching this young cornerback room how to be professionals. He's leading the defense by example. And like him, za'darius and company, like they're really putting their best foot forward. And, Patrick Peterson is a captain for a reason. And I think this team is striking the right balance of been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and just young gun. You don't know what you don't know, but you're still young and talented. So I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do because they cannot take the Cardinals lightly. The Cardinals just got off the mat last Thursday against the Saints. They're a very talented football team, especially with Nuke Hopkins back. We'll see what happens with all their injuries along the offensive line. But, Kyler is the modern-day Fran Tarkenton. Like, he'll scramble and gamble and all the other ambles, right? And he will just chuck it downfield. So, one game season. Instead of focusing on the rest of the schedule, although a lot of home games in there, let's focus on getting to 6-1, getting it done. And I think Kevin O'Connell has the crew focused on that. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kevin O'Connell, 5-1 is great, but let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once worth of work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.